All right, folks, it is March 29th, and I thought I'd do another one of these video tours. So right now we're at the top of the A section, and these 4 beds are just about to get potatoes. I'm going to try and put those in this afternoon. It's a nice sunny day, great day to work out here. You can see the overwintered kale is flowering. Clover is looking beautiful. And it's all going to be the peppers and tomatoes later this year. This section here, I've been working up a lot of the beds. We've got some of the beds tarped. And then down at the bottom, we're starting to plant the new round of brassicas. So you can see the kale plants, 2 beds of kale there. And then this morning, Matt and I planted a little bit of bok choy and Napa cabbage. Coming over here, we're moving into, this is where Hakurei turnips are going to get seeded next week, and those beds are ready in there, and then we'll start planting out lettuce transplants soon in there. Continuing down, cover crop is looking nice in the D section. That's where our corn, beans, and squash are going to go this summer. Those are the old leek beds that never got any cover crop in them. We've recovered we opened up the greenhouse and let the rain in, and then we recovered it. And now we've planted, so there's spinach down there at the end, and then we're trying direct seeded spinach up here at the front, and then 2 beds of lettuce. So the first 2 beds of lettuce have gone in here, and then those beds are going to be some summer crops, cucumbers and tomatoes. Probably pull that tarp off soon because we'll need it somewhere else. These beds are all tarped, waiting for onions to go in at the end of April, and they've been worked up already. And then there's a little section down there that has green onions in it right now. So let's see, turning around, we actually have a volunteer out, Matt, who's worked with us in the past, and he's been starting to do a little bit of work on the kids' garden. So hopefully get that cleaned up and make that look a little nicer. And cover crop's looking really nice here where the potatoes were last year. You can see over in the distance, and I'll walk over there in a second, we've been planting out quite a bit over on that side. But first, let me take you up here to section F. So this has really nice clover over here in the first 2 beds, and then the Ryan vetch is doing okay. Cover crop in beds 3, 4, and 5. We just planted out spinach, and I'm going to direct seed some more spinach in the end of that bed. So we're going to have a little race between the outside and the inside. Carrots got seeded 2 weeks ago, and or maybe a week and a half ago, and I just flamed those at the beginning of this week. So hopefully those will be coming up in a couple of days. The favas are finally starting to poke through, and actually did a little bit of cultivation in there. And then I mowed down the rest of the chicories. So back over here in the last section, in that G section, you can see the peas coming up in a single line over there on the left. And then there's another bed of peas which are just starting to poke through. Seed came a little late. It was back ordered from the seed company, so we got those in late. And then a bed of beets, and those are just starting to poke through right now. Those also got flamed earlier this week. And a bed of fennel and a bed of chard. So very, very early spring. We're not planning on starting any harvest until mid-May, so this is just the very start of it. So that's the field tour for March, the end of March, and I'll try and do another one kind of late April, maybe early May, before we get started, see how these things are all shaping up. Thanks, bye.